Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've done anything on the channel here. I don't really have a lot of time. I'm planning to do some painting this weekend, but I just rolled in from work and I got a few minutes, so I'm gonna I'll give you a quick shop tour and let you see what's happened to my shop since I hadn't been working in it. Take a look at this. It's just a mess. This is a whole bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of. I've got stuff that I used to do my craft show with here, stuff I got from the Mid-Ohio Valley. I got custom blanks or segmented blanks I'm working on all over the table. That's my old oven back there. Router's full of stuff. Take a look at the floor. I got router, my toolbox for my lathe. Got the wagon here. Got this all drug out. This is my vacuum system. It's normally over there. It's drug out because I was doing drywall work, and that darn dust deputy is fantastic for keeping from clogging up your vacuum. I got scraps here. I need to go out to the burn pile. This box was actually with me at Waco and Mid-Ohio Valley. It's loaded with tons and tons of tools and stuff for my demonstrations. The old compressors out here, tons of scrap wood that I've been digging pieces out of. Take a look at my table there. What you see there is all segmented blanks I've been working on. Those are segmented blanks, but there's junk everywhere. Back in the lathe area, the lathe it's not too bad back here. It's a little bit messy, not too bad of a wreck. Hadn't been doing too much back here. Maker cart is, of course, trashed as usual. I got these pads from my dad. I need to put them down. I got several in the shop, but as you can see, I got to clean the floor before I can do that. Trash can in the way, ladders down. Take a look. I cleaned this off not too long ago. It's not too bad. It needs to be cleaned. But my wife's been doing some craft painting. These are all jigs I took with me to Waco. Got my chair there, that bin with all the junk on it. So this shop is pretty well wrecked. So you can see, even though I have not been in the shop, I've been running in and out, a little trip here, a little trip there, making a mess. So tonight, I'm just gonna try to put some things away, right? I don't expect to do too much, but if I could just get some things put away and clear the floor up, maybe start putting my lathe tools out of the box there, because I really can't turn until I get all that junk where I can get to it, because it's just piled in there now. At the demos, you would dump it all on the table and spread it out so you could find it. You can't really find it in the bottom of that bin. That's where I'm at. So we're going to work on that for a little bit. If I get anything done, I'll show you. And we'll just see what it looks like, in a little while. Well, I think I've done enough cleaning where I'm ready to get back to work. This is my glue up mat. I'll be using this for the blanks that I'm making. They're still over there. I haven't started working on those. This is, like I said, a box of stuff that I'm getting rid of. These are some things that I got from the show and some things that I worked on at the show. They're going to start getting turned into pins. I need to set them up with kit and blank. This is some of my segmenting stuff I'm working on. So I'm going to be using this. So I didn't really put all of that away. I never touched the top of that. I did kind of clean up over there a little bit. The floor, you can see I got all the stuff out of the floor. That's my scrap bin. Everything's cleaned up. I got the vacuum and all that stuff back in the corner where it goes. Got everything cleaned up. I got to figure out what to do with that. I think there's like a starter solenoid in it, and I think that that little a motor starter in it, and I think that's gone out. I still got to get rid of all that stuff. Scrap wood. Cleaned off the top of the table pretty fair. That stuff goes in the house. That's just my photo booth. So now I got a little working area there. I didn't mess with this. I'm getting ready to start working on that. Just basically getting everything out of clamps and over there and getting ready for the next step. Cleaned off the lathe table. Got everything in these little trays. Looks pretty good up there. I went ahead and put some of the stuff back. I need to straighten that up. It's supposed to go on the wall. I keep never getting to it. So, but I'm happy with the progress that I made. What that does is that makes me feel better about the shop. I'm ready to start working. So, I don't need to go any farther. I just needed to get things so I could move around, things off the floor so I could move around, and tools put away where I could find them. And I've done that, and I'm happy. So I'm gonna start working on these segmented blanks. Not ready to show them yet. That's coming up. I've been trying to decide if I want to start a little store. I don't want to have a huge store like a lot of people have, but maybe a small store where I sell some of the blanks that I make. However, I haven't been making many blanks at all lately, so I need to get these done. I got a few other ideas. Depends on my time, but if I can get a batch made up, of blanks, maybe 100 or so of different style blanks, I think I may start a little Instagram store and attempt to sell them. Tell me what you guys think. Are you interested in that, or do you think it's a terrible idea? With that, I'm going to sign off for just a little bit, and I'm going to get working on my blanks, and we'll see what else happens tonight. Well, I've been out here for a while. I got quite a bit accomplished. I'll kind of give you a look at what I've been working on. These are some of the blanks and glue up. Now, this is the second glue up I've done tonight. These 6 here are completely dry. They're ready to be trued. These 2, which are the same blank, I just glued the last halves together, but next time I come out, I'm not going to true them tonight. those will be ready. So I'll just true all 8 of them at the same time. These blanks, some of them are finished and some of them will need one more cut. There's some over here that came out of glue up a while ago. These are finished and they need to be squared, but the glue is still, it only had about a 20-30 minute tack. There were 2 left because I just flat ran out of clamps. And then over here, I've got a couple of blanks. These are finished up, they're squared. A couple of them are drilled and these are ready to go. Actually, I've got a bunch of these that are ready to go, but I think what I'm gonna do with these is something like that. I think I'm gonna give them that additional cut. And that's what I'll do with a lot of the ones on the sander up here. There's about another 30 of those in the house, different styles, whatever. I'm just gonna make a bunch of different blanks. You know, once this batch is done, I've got other ideas for how to modify these, or I may even do another quick batch of chaos blanks. And then I'll look at maybe, like I talked about earlier, putting them on sale. And the reason why, you know, you might say, well, why are you selling blanks now? Well, the reason why is I want to get back into YouTube, and I will be back into YouTube. I just have to get through a few life challenges right now. Things are just going on. And when I get back into YouTube, YouTube unfortunately is not paying what it used to pay. It never paid a lot, but it paid enough for me to be able to buy supplies in the shop, you know, buy wood, do different things like that, as well as go to a couple of shows each year. With YouTube dropping off, I really want to still be able to do that so that I can make the videos, not only make the videos, but I want to go to the shows so I can meet you guys. And by selling the blanks, I'll be able to put a little extra money back, which I can use to get me to the shows. I did 2 shows this year. I'd like to do 2, maybe 3 shows next year. I'll do the Mid-Ohio, and I'd like to do 2 other straight up pin shows because that's really my thing. That's my jam, I guess you'll say. And that's my audience. That's the people that I love to meet and want to meet me and know me and just want to hang out and talk and have a good time. So that's why I'm looking at other options too. I'm not trying to get rich because you're not going to make a lot of money when you think about the time you put into it, but I'm just trying to avoid hitting the family budget and put enough money back to be able to buy the stuff to make the videos and hit the shows and have a great time hanging out with everybody. This is all I've got for tonight. It's hot out here. I'm done. I'm going to go in and cool off, edit this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great evening, and check back with me. Hopefully, in the next day or so, I'll get a chance to get back out here and maybe finish up a few more of these blanks. And we'll see what I do with some of the additional cuts on these blanks. They ought to look pretty cool.